Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio Tutorials. In this tutorial, I want to look a little bit closer on the shadows. So when I work in compositing work, I notice in some cases have a problem to put a person on the floor. So what we have it's analyzing. Let's look closer what shadows we have and we can replicate them to create properly way. So the one shadows you can notice on this image, and again this photo it was shot with the idea of compositing and vectors extracting. So if you notice on lighting, it's not really you can notice lights coming from areas left and right, but not any specific main lights going. It's because when we start working after, we can easily add shadows. So let's go on a feet, and it's how to keep the object on the ground. Notice right here we have hard shadows from the objects that's coming closer, okay, and we have these softer shadows, the cast overall object. So this is two main shadows jumping in our face. There are also other one shadows, and this is actually harder to, it is a reflective color and reflective shadows, what we can call intensity. So it's depend, the floor is white or kind of yellowish, so it does have this color casting and some color absorbing on our feet. So if it will be black, we'll have it more black shadowing kind of color absorption, this, or red will absorb. So overall we have almost three different type of the shadows we need to apply to the subject. So right here example, I have it already subject extracted and slightly process it so you can see. And now let's add some floor and keep this object on the floor. So I'll go create new layer, and we'll go about right here, I think where it was maybe lower. So about right here was the floor. So we'll go create this floor. Let's actually have it maybe slightly brownish. Okay, next let's go ahead at top and we'll just create ceiling. It should help us to preview. Okay, and a ceiling wall, sorry, ceiling wall, we'll go create maybe slightly grayish. Okay, at this point you can see just object, it still does not feel like he's standing on the floor because the shadows are important to keep it object on the floor for us. So very fast way, and again if you're doing more commercial other work, you probably want to do with a little bit more precision, but this way it's help us to create some of those shadows. So we'll go take our brush. Okay, let's go to reset black and white. I want to be sure it's a soft brush, and I want the opacity 10 as low as possible. If you use the bicom pad, you can pressure sensitive. We'll use it the mouse for this case. So now what I'm doing, I'm just applying very fast right here the harder shadows. If you remember, it was right around there. When you just start painting those shadows, they become with a black color. The best way to do it's using multiply mode. And multiply mode right now in the black we don't see as much, but it also will pass color, and you'll see in a second. So even we draw this one, you already can feel the object casting, so it's already standing. So let's duplicate next layer, and again we get this short shadows, and this is one long. Okay, so with these ones we want to increase. Okay, I'm gonna cast some shadows around here. Notice they're a little bit too dark. It's okay, we can fix them. We'll fix them by applying Gaussian blur for this. Okay, maybe not as much. And there. And we always can take opacity and just adjust opacity around this area. Okay, the next what I want to do is look closer on our feet, and you notice at this point they're not necessarily matching. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to apply color cast on the shoes right here to match better. For this we need to create new layer. Okay, color shadow just above. We'll go switch this to the multiply mode, and as a brush what I want to do, I want to actually click right there on the dark area and sample run this color, maybe a bit brighter. Next, we're going and we'll clip the color to our model. So we don't paint the floor, we just paint only the shoes. So you can see right here, we start kind of applying to these areas. Okay, make it look color darker. Okay, let's go on this side. And again, we also casting the color of the red so it will match a little bit better. Okay, this point. Again, we can go to the short if you need it and just add with the same color cast. You can just add a little bit more right around here. Same thing. Okay, apply a little bit more. You can see how the edge start blending. So we'll look out right there. We can see already our subject. Look more with color, properly color casting, 3 types of shadows, and kind of standing already on this background. And as a bonus, let's do one more shadow I want to show you. And again, 3 it's what main, but if you want to cast shadows on the floor, have an easy way to do this. So we'll control click or command click on our subject. So we'll select it. We'll go to create a new layer. Okay, and this layer, let's go fill up with a black color for now. Okay, and if we look right, here's our subject. So this is our basic shadow. We can take this shadow and actually position on the floor. So if I want the shadow cast on a back, we'll go to edit, transform, and we'll go to just start, we'll put it right on the back, and we'll just slightly scale to the back like this. Okay. Again, I'm just casting on the floor. If we need cast on the ceiling, on the floor and on a wall, we actually need to go half and we need a little bit transform. I have a different tutorial show how to do this. Okay, so right here we applied. Let's preview. You'll notice we have a little bit distortion right here by the feet, so it does not necessarily apply as I wanted. Okay, and in some cases it's much easier if you do this with the puppet tool. So let's go to edit, transform, actually here puppet warp. Let's just set points. Okay, we'll take this point, adjusting, slightly warping. Okay, and bring right here. Okay, look right there. We can still need clean up slightly around, and for this we can create our mask. Okay, with mask tools. We'll go solid, okay, and we'll go set 100% opacity, and I'm just very roughly remove right there. Just cleaning up. Okay, don't worry too much because we'll have some blur. Okay, so we apply to this case. Next, we usually what we do, we're going inside and we'll apply the blur. The problem with the Gaussian blur, it will apply to all of the shadows, and I don't necessarily want this. So what I want to do instead, I want to go to filter, and we'll go to the lens. Oops, actually wrong one. Okay, we'll go to filter, blur gallery, tilt and shift. Okay, so in tilt and shift, what I want to do, I want to set this point by the feet. Okay, we'll go bring it closer, and right here it's where it start kind of more fuzzy. So you notice we start rotating, notice this area get more fuzzy and this still be sharp, and this actually and more like the real shadows will work. Okay, let's go click OK. Now we apply this distance shadowing to this. Okay, next let's go just add Gaussian blur just a little bit to blur out some of these edges right here. Okay, next we'll go to convert this multiply mode and we'll take opacity down. So right here we apply direction. Again, the light's not necessarily going from this direction. I just want showing how the bonus one more shadow again created with a sharper closer and go far away. But overall, here's the three primarily shadows: short, long, and color shadow casting that will help you be sure your subject, your compositing subject, will standing on a floor and not just floating around. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.